NBC TV18 exclusive, Ronojoy Banerjee caught up with the management of Ashok Leyland, Vinod Dasari, the managing director of the company, to get a sense of how they are, they are going about the retrofitting of vehicles with BS4 engines. Take a look.
With SCR, you have to have an entire piping that has to be changed. Your muffler has to have vanadium pentoxide or copper zeolite coated material inside. You have to have a urea tank. You have to have a urea to do all of this, wiring harness that goes all the way, sensors that feed back to you. All of this jazz I don't have to do at all. Okay. Because I'm following the IEGR system. That is the beauty of this.
Possible to quantify the advantage for us?
Well, the entire urea system and all of that easily will cost about 40 to 50,000 rupees. I don't have to pay that cost. So my IEGR system-based engine, my powertrain versus somebody else's BS4 powertrain system, my IEGR will definitely be cheaper, lot less complexity.
So you're saying yours would be almost 1/4 the cost at which you will do compared to your competitors? The replacement.
1/4 meaning?
1/4. I'm saying overall, if you were to, you're saying you'll be, initial upfront cost for you will be 20,000, as opposed to company A who will be spending 60, 80,000 rupees to do the same thing. So you're saying you will be doing at 1/4 the cost of your competitor?
Well, I don't know how the others will choose to do that. If they were making a new BS4 vehicles, they would have anyway put these exhaust systems and all of that.
No, but I'm talking about existing BS3 vehicles.
Existing BS3, maybe they will have to take it out and they'll also sell in the aftermarket. But the new BS4 engine, will it fit exactly in the same thing? Do you have to... Another advantage, 95% of the vehicles we sold have no cabin. So the engine doesn't have a cover. So I can easily replace it. If it was already sitting under a cab and I have to do new piping under the cab, which is not designed properly, with a different engine, you can imagine the complexities that somebody has to go through.
Right.
So I don't have to deal with that.
So you're sitting easy today.
So two things helped us, three things actually. First and foremost, our discipline of having cash and carry with our dealers. That means we never ever pushed our vehicles into the dealer pipeline. Since we had that discipline, there was nothing left with the dealer that I had to bring back. Virtually nothing. Okay. Second, development of this very innovative IEGR system, which allows us to simply slot a new engine in place of the old one. It's like taking a torchlight, replacing the batteries, putting new batteries in. It's as simple as that. And I do it at no cost because I make aftermarket margin. Right?
Okay. Okay, so then you also talked about how these engines will be far more fuel efficient.
Right.
So what is the kind of...
Well, we have done our BS3. Look, last 5 years I have gained market share in this market regardless of how many new players have come. 5 years ago we were at about 23-24% market share. We just finished the year at 32.5% market share. It's the highest we have ever been.
Last year it was 31.3.
31 point something. This year 32.5.
Okay.
And the beauty of it is, Ronojoy, that we have gained or defended market share in 90% of the regions and segments. So we have a grid of all the segments and all the regions. In 90% of the places we have either defended or gained. Few areas where we actually lost, one was the state transport undertaking, the city buses inside the city where we have to deal with state governments. We actually have backed off of that because they're not profitable and they're difficult to do business with the state government. So we have backed off of that. Purposefully lost business. And so our market share in bus has come down, but it was by design. It's very low margin business, painful to do business. So we have actually dropped.
Is Ashok Leyland completely pulling out of the state?
No. I have decided to choose which STUs I will compete in, which STUs I won't.
So which are the STUs you've decided to completely pull out of?
Well, I don't want to comment because it is, it's not, we have literally blacklisted a few STUs we will not do business with. So, because it is unethical and I don't want to say that publicly, but we have chosen to bring our market share down.
But what's your plan with LCVs? Because that is an area where, Ashok Leyland's volumes of LCVs is about 25% of your overall volumes.
But before I get to LCV, can I tell you one last thing about this entire thing that I'm very excited about?
Yes.
You're
entitled to that.
Thank you. No, I take great pride in Indian innovation. Western companies who are afraid of Indian innovation, they'll say, jugaad karte. This is not jugaad. 5 years my engineers have worked on this. Day and night they have come up with this kind of solution. Give them some credit that they have, you know, for 7 years I was selling a mechanical fuel pump driven BS3 engine, world's only one. To the extent that our fuel system supplier took it and demonstrated Indian innovation in their German R&D labs. So they are proud of what we are doing. Sometimes we ourselves beat ourselves up. So IEGR was one superb innovation that we have done.